We're here today with all the patrons and head teachers of the 6 schools that we are supporting in Teto constituency in Nyeri, and we have spent the entire day taking them through our monitoring and evaluation plan, taking them through a training that could enable them to continue impacting the learners while we are present, while we are away, but also we want this to be owned by them. We want this to be continued by them, and that is why we've spent the whole day explaining to them, for them to understand their role, for them to understand some of the ways that they can continue in supporting the monitoring and evaluation plan. We've also trained them on skills that they can use to report on the progress of the seedlings, to report on any challenges they may face on the ground, and then our team can pick up.
Building capacities is a very important element in the monitoring and evaluation of our project. We have to train the patrons, we have to give them the knowledge, whatever they need, the skills and all the necessities, they need to have them at their fingertips to be able to implement our project here.
I've learned a lot. I've learned there's a difference between tree planting and the tree growing, whereby we should embrace the tree growing process, that you plant that tree, ensure that you take good care of it until it gets of age.
We are so happy that the patrons are slowly embracing every aspect that we are teaching them. We are teaching them different things, different technicalities, as well as different terms and skills that they can use so that they can actually make sure that the project survives, and they can also embrace the project.
We are going to pass this to our students, and when we pass this to our students, they are going to help us to take record of every tree that we have in school and also assist us in owning this project.
Yesterday we were doing tree replacement for the trees that we had planted initially, but they probably did not grow well because of climatic situations, or they were not properly taken care of. So the ones that we found that we needed to replace, that's what we did.
That is also part of our monitoring and evaluation. Our goal is to achieve 100% survival rate, but there are so many other factors that are outside our control, and some trees get to die along the way. So we try to replace the seedlings to ensure that we still have the number that we are hoping to achieve, especially considering the fact that the fruit trees are supposed to provide the nutritional value to the students.
I've been encouraged to even educate others on the importance of nurturing or taking care of trees.
Part of climate action is ensuring that the patrons we are training in the fruit trees for schools are actually well trained to train the youngsters and to train the pupils in such a way that they can actually embrace environmentalism and ensure that the actions they are taking, like preserving the trees and making sure the trees grows to maturity, is not something they are doing out of an obligation, but something that comes from within the heart.
And as we do this with our learners back in our schools, it will really help them so much because it incorporates so much, even with what we are teaching in the competence-based curricula. It will teach them how to take care of these trees. In fact, we have been told that it's no longer tree planting, but tree growing.
The other things that we came here to do also is to see how the progress of our eco clubs are doing, because for the past 6 months we've been setting them up and just ensuring that we can see them propel, and whatever environmental issues we want them to embrace as young children, they actually put them in action.
From today henceforth, we are going to change not even our schools, but even the whole nation.
By training the patrons, it will be easy to coordinate with them on things to do with keeping of records, sharing online documents, and through that we ensure that the success rate of our project goes up.
I'm very much pleased. I really appreciate that initiative of bringing us on board, and of course teaching us a lot that we never knew. I want to thank the GGI because they have really educated us, and now we shall go home being more enlightened.
We expect that in future they will be responsible, and they will be telling that this tree, I'm the one who planted it, I'm the one who have been taking care of it, and I believe when they come here they will be really want to be associated with this school and more so the Eco Club.
Capacity building and training our patrons will help us even in getting the children to appreciate more of environmental conservation, in getting the children to actually take up the skills and take the skills back home to their parents, and as a result we'll be creating a dominoes effect of patrons training children and children training parents, and before we know it we have a whole community of sustainable people whose mindset have been changed through our training sessions.
The whole idea is to continue in the implementation of our monitoring and evaluation plan, because at Green Generation Initiative, we don't just plant trees, we grow trees, and we have an entire plan, an entire year-long plan that involves of all our stakeholders. That includes the teachers, the patrons, the students, and our team as well. And of course, as we continue, we also involve the community, because this is a project that is supposed to directly also impact and benefit the communities.
We are very happy and we really appreciate this GGI initiative for this noble task they have taken to take care of the environment.